I didn't intend it for that, but if you think about it, what those people really lost, if you lost somebody that's close to you, what you lost is this. You lost that physical presence of them, the body, the soul cage. That's what your body is. It's just a cage for your soul. And so in order to deal with that, you know what I mean? To come to an acceptance of that, when you understand that what you lost was the body, but what you miss is the spirit. That's what you miss. Like, if something was to happen to you, of course I'd miss hanging out with you and seeing you, but Dante isn't this flesh right here. It's that spirit that lives inside of you. There's a bunch of people that look like you. That's, you know what I mean? But there's only one you, and that one you isn't the body. That one you is the spirit. So I felt like in that moment of, if you come to the understanding of the body went back to where the body came from, but the spirit also went back to where the spirit came from. And you will never join that body again, but you will join that spirit again. You know what I mean? That's gonna happen. And I think that brings comfort to somebody who's like, I just miss them. I'm never gonna see them again. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're gonna see them again, and they still see you. You know, they won't be able to come back to you, but one day you will go to them. Just like David said when his son was dead. He's like, look, I prayed, I fasted, I did everything I could do, but the Lord took him home. I know he won't come back to me, but I know one day I will go to him. And I felt like that really spoke on that. So when I rewatched it, I was like, man, we got to put it out there like that, because the whole point of these videos to me is to bring comfort to people, to bring peace to people in unpeaceful situations, in uncomfortable situations, to have something that they can go, man, I was feeling down and I had a lot of questions, but I don't have all the answers now, but I feel like I'm closer to where I need to be instead of, you know, stuck in the same place. So when I saw that and rewatched it, and man, even that opening part of that video, dude, where I'm walking in and that you're filming it, and first we start up in the trees and then that sun is shining through, I'm like, dude, if you can watch the first 2 minutes of this, you should watch the next 20 minutes, because that thing is the video part is incredible.
It's amazing, and it's gonna get there, man. We're gonna do it, man.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Brian Cody, your digital disciple. Thank you for joining us this morning, and we're gonna hit yet another topic that, like I said, we're gonna go after stuff that people don't want to go after, and this is something that's been on my mind for a while. It's the idea that only perfect people can be Christians, that only perfect people go to church. I don't know where that came from. I don't know how that even developed, but for some reason, some people are like, man, I can't go to church. I'm not one of them perfect people. Do you understand that church, literally every Sunday and a lot of times on Wednesdays, it is a house full of sinners? I mean, if you think that only perfect people can go to church, then do you also think that only healthy people go to hospitals? Because it's the same thing. There's people that are hurting in there, sinners. I've met everything from murderers, ex-murderers, to alcoholics, to junkies, you name it. And I met them all at church. That's what church is for. You know, they say so many times that Jesus walked with sinners, but sinners walked with Jesus, you know? He never turned his back on them. As a matter of fact, Jesus sought those people out. That's who he is, and that's what he does. He seeks out the hurting, the lonely, the trashed, the junkies, the alcoholics, the prostitutes. That's all throughout this book. That's what he did. Back in the day, tax collectors were some of the worst people. They had a license to take money from people. They had to get what the Romans needed them to get, but anything over and above that, they got to keep. And he sought those people out. And so I'm going to start off with one of the most well-known passages. Even somebody who has never even been to church, who doesn't think about religion or any of that, they know this verse. It's John 3:16. But I'm not going to stop where most people stop. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. There's a word in there that no one ever hits on, and I'm going to talk about this because this is exactly what we're talking about right now. And listen to what it says. It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Whosoever. That's the word right there. See, that means everybody, every single person, not perfect people. Go out today and search for somebody who's perfect. They don't exist, man. They don't exist, including this guy right here. When Jesus found me, Or should I say when I found him, because he was always with me, I was literally at one of the lowest points of my life, living the most sinful life I've ever lived. And he was like, are you ready? I'm here for you whenever you're ready. He literally reached out to me and he said, you need me. He didn't say, oh, well, you know, when you stop sinning, when you get your life together, then come to church. When you get your life together, then come to me. No, whosoever. That's everybody. As a matter of fact, and I'm going to give you some examples here in a few minutes, he goes after people at their lowest point. He goes after people that the rest of society turns their back on. When the world turns their back on you, Jesus never will. He never will. That's not who he is, and that's not what he does. He seeks you out, and the greatest thing about Jesus is he will meet you wherever you are, but he won't leave you where you are. He'll meet you at your lowest place, and he'll take you to your highest place. That's what he does. And so I want to talk about that today. We're going to get into that. The fact that whosoever believeth in him, whosoever drinketh of this will never thirst again. Whosoever eats this bread of life will never hunger. He's talking about him. He doesn't say, when the perfect people come to me, when you get your life together, those people, then that's who I'm here to save. No, it's literally the exact opposite. So let's break down this myth that only perfect people can go to Jesus, that only perfect people can go to church. And if you never want to go to church, we'll be your church right here. That's fine. That's cool. Where two or more meet. I'm here. Dante's here. You're here. Boom. That's three right there. Jesus is with us. I promise you. God bless.